currently a third grade teacher, and before that, I taught sixth grade at Rhodes Elementary. I have been in Wayne Township for 9 years, including my student teaching. I went to IU Bloomington and then graduated from IUPUI with my degree in urban education. I'm very excited about Black History Month, and I wanted to take this time to talk to you about Nina Simone, someone that I was actually able to see perform in Oakland, California before her death in 2003. She was often called the High Priestess of Soul because of her voice's unique power and ability to make the listener become absorbed in her music. She was a classically trained pianist who blended musical genres to become one of the most well-respected musicians of the 20th century. While living in New York City, she befriended Black cultural leaders such as Langston Hughes, James Baldwin, and Lorraine Hansberry. One of her most famous songs was written after the bombing of a church in Alabama that killed 4 young girls in 1963. Simone became so angry and grief-stricken that she wrote the song in under an hour. This was the first time that she had brought her political activism into her music. The song was met with mixed reviews, especially with white audiences in the South. There were even protests and the banning of the song in several states. During this time, she became friends with Martin Luther King Jr., and in 1965, she was singing songs as the marchers made their way from Selma to Montgomery. Although Simone respected King and appreciated his efforts, Simone was more aligned with calling for extreme responses to the racism and oppression around her. She became a supporter of Malcolm X and changed her style on stage to wearing her hair in a more Afro style and wearing more Afrocentric clothes. She also wrote more songs such as For Women, which examined the lives of 4 different women whose lives differed because of their skin color. By the late 1960s, Simone's career waned, as some saw her as too angry and militant in the call for change. She grew frustrated with the movement and with the death of King and her view that change was too slow. She and her band members came together with the song To Be Young, Gifted, and Black, and she sang it at the Harlem Cultural Festival, which would go on to become a civil rights anthem. By the mid-1970s, Simone grew more frustrated with living in the US and decided to move to France. She lived there until her death in 2003. Although she saw a brief resurgence in people's interest in her music, her legacy was often overlooked until recent years, when she was given credit for her talent and contributions to the struggles for racial inequality. I was fortunate to see her in 2001 at one of a handful of concerts she played in the United States. Although she was ill, she was still able to demand the attention of the audience, and her songs were timeless. Thank you for letting me share about a true Black cultural icon.